Perez of Raw MMA and Daz fighting out in grappling techniques. Daz, a national treasure almost, you would say, Joe?
That's right. I believe this is his third appearance here on Battleground. First time in the gi, though. So, Dan, what do you think we can expect to see for these guys out here today in the gi?
So Daz is famed for his leg entanglements. Daz is known for looking to pull guard, enter into leg entanglements as much as possible and use his deep understanding of that game to fair his position. And Antonio, I know, Antonio trains out of one of the gyms I'm coaching at, and Antonio is aware of Daz's style. He's watched enough of the cards and he knows what to expect. Antonio's athletic, he's aggressive and he's technical. Comes with that kind of all-round game that you would expect from someone who's been around for 10 years, and he's one of the really key head coaches in Raw, so it'll be really interesting to see how this matchup goes, Joe.
Yeah, so with someone like Daz, who plays a lot of legs, now coming into gi, what do you think are some of the biggest barriers that Antonio is going to have, knowing that he's now in the gi and not no gi?
So the biggest barriers that Antonio's going to have is just can you meet and match Daz's understanding, his deep understanding of the leg lock game. If you can do that, you've got a really good opportunity to win, but you need to be able to bypass Daz's grips. You need to be able to stay away from those leg entanglement positions, and you need to be able to understand that he can re-enter into those positions at any point in time. So keeping control of his hips, passing, and then setting up your own offense, which is really, really important. Antonio just feeling his way into the match. I think Daz's experience showing a little bit there, looking to set up his controls, knew what he wanted to do from the start.
Yeah, that's right. And he obviously has sat guard in the expectation that he's almost welcoming him into those leg entanglements. But he's also very mobile. Like we've seen him now go from bottom, sitting and then very easily and happily standing up as well. So I'm not entirely sure of the game plan.
Yeah, it's got to be said, Daz's improvement since moving over to grappling techniques has been massive. Daz trained around a lot of the different gyms, and he's also trained in a lot of different disciplines. He's also a black belt in karate as well, and he really puts his heart and soul into that. But the improvements he's made has been phenomenal. To see him move from the tough purple belt I knew to a leg lock expert as a black belt's been amazing. He's a really great guy, a really friendly guy, someone who has always got a kind word for everyone, and we want to see him do well. Even at the age of 47, let me say that again, 47, it's fabulous to see him competing. It shows that you can do anything at any age if you really want to.
Yeah, now what's going to be interesting with this match is, going someone who, like Daz, who's really favoured no-gi, particularly in the last couple of years of his progression in jiu-jitsu, coming up against someone who's been training gi very regularly. Sometimes the intricacies of the grips can be a little bit hard to catch up with in such a short period of time. So, I'm really interested to see how Daz sort of navigates this as a barrier.
Yeah, and both men pretty evenly matched at the moment, both fighting for position, both fighting for grips and controls. Neither man giving up really, and I think now Perez moving into something that he knows very, very well. Antonio will look to get that lapel in deep, he'll look to bring it in and then start to exert control, now starting to attack a foot as well. Let's go with the lapel, let's go with the lapel and sits. Daz doing a good job of keeping his posture high and strong, still keep maintaining his own lapel grip. Joe, you're a great gi player yourself. What would you be looking to do here if you were Daz?
Look, I think Daz is doing really well to hold on to that lapel and keep his foot flat on the ground. He's obviously, very intimate with leg locks, and having the grips can really help with both attacking and defending in these sorts of situations. I would hope that he's looking to extract his leg and get into a good passing position, but Perez is causing a little bit of issue there.
He off-balanced him, but then Daz did well to come back to his feet and
right.
re-establish position, and now folds him down.
I like now the position that Daz is in now. He really can set up a really good smash pass. If he's grabbing on in the right place, I'll be looking to grab onto that bottom lapel right now and really crunching him in so he can't get the extension he wants, and really flattening those hips onto that same side. And then he can look to either pass around the back or look to mount and climb himself up into mount.
Beautiful. And when you bring those knees together, that really does give you an opportunity to take advantage and move around into side control, Joe.
That's right. And he's doing really well to keep him there on that side. I think Perez, I can't really see, but it looks like he's got a bit of an annoying frame there for Daz to deal with. But Daz is being very patient here and not looking to, explode himself out of here. He's just looking to climb himself up the way he can. He's got a wrist grip.
Yeah.
on the far side.
I'm constantly impressed by Daz's development in his game. Constantly impressed. Every time he comes in, he shows something a little bit new or something that he's been working on, you know, and he puts it into execution out here. Right now, I'm actually shading this match towards Daz. I think he's been a little bit more active and a little bit more competitive. And pains me to say that against a teammate, but, you know, I've got to call it as I see it.
Yeah. You know, he's really working this passing position really well. I like that he's not rushing it. And he's ended up back here a couple of times, which just shows that he's really comfortable here and he's going to work and, you know, just grind Perez out a little bit.
Yeah, it goes to show that if you want to try and submit Daz Mokaraka or dominate him, you really have to be something special.
Right.
You have to be aggressive, technical, ensure that Daz doesn't get the controls and the grips that he does, because once he gets them, he just does not let go.
Now, I can't see the grip on the far side, but I really think that what Daz needs to do is make sure that he's crunching him really in with that lapel grip, and I think that's going to allow him to get the pass. But we've moved into a bit of a knee shield now. That's going to change things a little bit in Daz's approach to how he gets past this.
Antonio's got a deep grip on that lapel now and is just working a control and using that knee to leverage. Referee stops. Referee Adam Metcalf, owner of Amma Gym, storied competitor himself, resets the man in the middle of the mat. Restarts the match. I think I want to see a bit more from Perez here.
Yeah, look, I really like to see him fight to get that top butterfly hook first central and then to the outside of Daz's body, so it creates a little bit more of a guard problem for him. It looks like he's more like in a bit of a stalling situation where he's trying to stop him from advancing, potentially setting up grips that might help him if he gets the right guard, but he does really need to create a bit of space to get that knee in and then across, because I don't really favour this low shield that he's got here. It's a lot more of a stall rather than setting up something that's going to be dangerous.
So that hip line again, and Daz is just crushing that down. Again, you can see that his knees are starting to come together. You know, if Daz can work that position, push those knees down, he has that opportunity to pass, which might actually prove crucial in this fight. So if you were Antonio here, what would you be thinking, Joe? How would you be able to
like that
progress your
he's
position?
now stomped on the ground to turn his hips, as I was talking, to get that other butterfly hook now a little bit more vertical into the outside. That's really what he needed to do a couple of minutes ago, but he's got here now, and it looks like he might be looking for a straight ankle lock. I'm not really sure of the efficacy of that with someone like Daz, who's probably quite resilient in that area. I'd be looking to sort of set up a bit more of an X guard, or get some elevation from here and start putting him off balance, because Daz is really bunkering down and staying really nice and stable, and it's not really doing him any favours.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, Joe. As the time clocks down, we've got around a minute left. We want to see both men move into a more aggressive state here as they try to stake the claim on this match. Daz. Antonio looking for a sweep. Daz counters.
Yeah, so if he can pull him onto him now with that top hook and try and get a little bit of elevation, he might be able to get something like a sweep or a better leg entry if that's what he's really looking for.
I feel that might actually be critical now, Joe. It might actually swing the match his way. If he can do that, if Antonio can look to sweep Daz over, he may find himself in the winner's circle. But if Daz can maintain this position, it may well be that he takes the night.
That's right. I'd like to see Daz almost try and staple with that leg that he had tucked in between there for a bit. He could really drive into a great knee slice. I can't actually see very well. It looks like he could drive across into a good knee slice there.
And we end. I think Antonio was looking to try to secure some type of cross choke, but it just wasn't there for him. Daz too experienced, too wily, and we will be moving to the judges' scorecards.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by judge's decision, fighting out of the blue corner, Des Mokaraka!
Decision goes to Daz in his third appearance on Battleground, this time in the gi. Fantastic display of jiu-jitsu there. Daz was really calm and